Hi, Sherman, Clarance, and Joyce.
Hi, Jay.
Thanks for joining me today.
You're
So, we know
Great.
that April is the World Autism Awareness Month.
Yes.
So, I hope this interview session, right, can increase the awareness of the public and also their understanding about the autism. Okay. I think that many of the community might not really understand what is autism. So, Sherman, can you tell us what can you tell the public about the autism?
Oh, sure. So, autism is actually a neurological condition that affects normal brain development and also the function. But the thing is that it's called a spectrum disorder because each person with autism is different, like the colors of the rainbow. So, each of them has different personalities, different strengths, as well as different challenges. But they do share certain common traits, like they have difficulties in social interaction as well as communication skills.
I see. So, Joyce, can you tell us how does the autism diagnose?
Yeah, okay. Clarence was diagnosed to have this ASD, which is also autism, at the age of 3 years old. We've seen him that suddenly lost eye contact and not interacting with the siblings or even with us, you see. So many times I felt that he's trapped in his wall.
Lost in his world.
Yeah, a lot of things that he's thinking on his own. Yeah, whenever he heard something from the radio or TV, see, I felt that all this kind of what people say and the image and everything is locked in his mind. So many times it caused him, repeating, mumbling, and all this things that he see and heard. You see. And he likes to look at those things that is turning. Example, the fan, and you see a car. So he's not playing the car the usual way. See, he will turn the other way around and play with the wheel. He's not answering you. You see, when we are questioning him, most of the time he's repeating our questions. So he's not answering you, and a lot of hand gesture. So when he's taking something, his hand gesture, or whenever he wants something, so he'll bring your hand to point at those things that he wants and ask you to bring it for him. So he's not trying to communicate to you. So these are the things that we can see the difference. So I would like to share with others that if your kids have some speech delay, and some behavior like Clarence did, I think it's very important to get it diagnosed earlier, because the golden years of the treatment, is 2 to 6 years. You see, so this is the best time to send them for early intervention if your children diagnosed to have ASD, which is autism.
So, another question, Sherman, what do you want the world to know about autism?
So, like what I said earlier, different persons with autism have different symptoms as well as also their strengths. So, I wish that the public is able to see them as an individual rather than just their condition. Because, each of them, they are actually very passionate in their specific area of interest, and they are able to have intense focus as well as great attention to detail. So, for example, Clarence, although he have issues with communication skills, but he is very passionate about music. When in public, is able to give more opportunity to people people with autism for them to express their skills. They are able to contribute to the society and also able to help others as well.
Okay, so do you think the awareness of autism is important? And in Malaysia, do you think the society really aware what is autism and how to interact with them?
I would say that autism awareness and acceptance is very important because the number of autism diagnoses is increasing year by year. So it's a very realistic future that now or even in the near future, you may know somebody with autism. They might be your neighbor, your colleague, your friends. So, and they live in our community and they have a place in society. And that's why I think it's important for the public to know, so that we are able to give them the appropriate support and opportunity for them to be able to thrive in the society. Regarding the awareness in public, compared with around maybe 15 years ago, I can see a very big improvement. Like 15 years ago, what I saw was just fear, a lot of ignorance, and maybe a lot of stares. But now, I can genuinely see that people has become more genuinely curious about autism, and also able to want to understand more about autism as well. So I would say that this is actually thanks to a lot of initiatives from NGOs in Malaysia who has been spreading awareness. So yes, I can see that it's good that we're heading in that direction. But when it comes to interacting with persons with autism, I would say that honestly, I can see that many people still look at them with sympathy. But I hope that the public can go beyond that, because person with autism is beyond their condition. They are individuals just like you and me. That they want to be treated that way as well. So I just hope that a lot of people sometimes they look at them and say, how to talk to them. But it's just very easy. It's just like how you treat your friends. Just ask them about their interests, ask them about their dreams, ask them about their family. They'll be very happy to share with you.
Yeah, I think it's important to spend time.
Yeah, I
Yes,
think this is
understand.
very important, because for us parents, okay, we know our children because of their communicating problems, and it's hard for them to have friends.
Yes.
So actually, as they grow up, I think this is very important, that we have to let them join a lot of more activities. But the
Yes.
most important is the acceptance from the public, from the people. Yeah. So sometimes we do not blame others, you see, because they don't understand about autism. That's why we need to have more of this awareness for autism, so that people can know actually, they are in this condition. They are not really, they are trying very hard also to understand them, but not to change them for us, but for us to understand them and accept them and be their friends. So this would be the most I felt important, the care, the love, the support from the public.
Yeah, I think we need to be kind,
Yes.
Be
open
kind.
mind and heart to understand. Not everyone can see the world like us do.
Yes.
Yeah.
I really hope that more people can be friends with them.
Yeah, I think they are more eager to receive our attention, understanding, and
True.
also respect,
Yeah,
right?
True.
I also
Yeah.
realized that actually many people do misunderstand autism. Like they always assume maybe persons with autism, they don't have feelings. They don't understand what are you talking about. But the thing is that actually they understand what are you talking about, and they do actually feel feelings.
have
Just
their
like
own feelings.
they have feelings just like you and me. It's just that they have the difficulty to communicate
Speak up.
the feelings, or the sometimes to join in conversations.
True.
So I think if you are able to, we are able to create a safe environment for them, then they will slowly, open up, and to, join us.
Would you like to share with us, like, give awarded Miss Goodwill Ambassador by the Miss World Malaysia in 2019? How would you think about it?
For me, I see this title as a journey, because I started, as a teenager with anxiety, because I'm so afraid of the future, to slowly understanding and accepting my brother and his condition, to being able to advocate for autism on a public platform, and also to collaborate with NASOM on my Beauty with a Purpose project. So I'm really thankful, because I was given so many opportunities during my journey, and because I'm able to see the difference, as well as able to see that people actually do come to me because they are genuinely curious about autism. as well as some of them who actually share their experience with me. Maybe, you know, like their sibling who has autism, or maybe their cousin who has autism, and they are trying to understand them. So the biggest takeaway from this journey actually is that actually everybody don't need to be a celebrity or somebody important to actually make a difference in society. You know, with social media now, you can make your voice and actions known to the public. So, you know, honestly, my voice and my actions is just a part of a big autism community in Malaysia. But the thing is that if more people can, you know, come to talk about autism, we can keep the conversation going so that public can know, understand, and this will eventually leads to social acceptance. Yes, so you know, actually everything, in the end, it still goes back to Clarance, because Clarance is my biggest inspiration, and you know, it's me and my family's dream, and also our long-term goal is for him to be happy. Yeah, it sounds very simple, but that is our goal. And how Clarence and his friends can be happy is that we are yes, acceptance, and we are able to create, you know, acceptance in society, and also you know, for him to able to have social life, friends, able to be independent in a safe environment, as well as, you know, using his skills to gain stable employment. So yeah, this is my dream. That I think it's also not only my dream; it's the dream of me and other families and people, yeah, who has autism siblings or family members. Yeah, so we just hope that the public can just become more accepting and understanding, so that we can create, you know, a better future and a better environment for everybody. Yes.
Yeah, it's important to let the public know about what is
Yes.
autism and how to interact with them.
Yes.
Yeah. So, Joyce, we all know that Clarence is a very young, talented people.
He is the first autistic seven pianist in Malaysia.
I believe there is a challenge, right, in this journey. Can you share with us some of your, like, the biggest challenge you have faced?
Yes, actually, it goes back to when he was like, I mean, 20 years ago. 20 years ago, not many people know about autism, you see. So, autism person, you see, from the appearance, you cannot see the difference, isn't it?
Yes.
So, it's just that sometimes people, how come their behavior might be so different, right? Because actually, before I know that he has ASD, I thought actually he's a genius boy. Yeah, from around like 10 months old, he knows all the alphabet, and then from small, he's reading a lot of, like, he's influenced by the sister, I think, reading a lot of books, encyclopedia, child encyclopedia, and he can read very well, even calculate, and he learned by himself. So, you know, I thought that even our family doctor told us, wow, I think he's a genius. You see, I was so happy. But then 3 years old, so we found that he has ASD. I think it's a very tough thing for me to accept. I still remember I couldn't throw out the words, that whole day when the doctor told me, you have a long way to go. You see, my son was just 3 years old. And what is ASD? I do not know what is ASD, you see. But of course, very important for the parents. So first of all, I think most important is parents, we accept him. Okay, so, and then we hope the people around can accept him, of course, like school. Frankly speaking, I'm not able to get school. You see, I face a lot of reject. So at that time, I was like, I still remember, many times I brought him to see the principal and talk to them. I faced a lot of reject. So this is kind of like, very stressful for me. very hurt. At times, I feel like I just, I remember there's one time I even sick, you see. I couldn't, because I think it's very stressful for me. But I felt I really love him. This kind of, I have to move on, you see. I have to tell myself, if I love him, no matter what happens, you see, I have to find a way through for him. So I thank God that at last some school take him. I did let him go to the private normal school for 2 years before I sent him to Nasong. Okay, because at Nasong they can train him for his behavior also. Yeah. So actually the challenge for me is looking for school and the public understanding. Bringing him out is also a big challenge, but my family, I'm bringing him to many countries to let him see more, to
Explore
let him
more.
explore culture. See, so now he's actually a very kind of lively, outgoing person. He likes to make friends.
Yeah, he likes to
He likes
socialize.
to socialize. Yeah. So actually, I would like to share with those parents not to keep their children at home. It's important, very important to bring them out,
To explore the world.
to let them make friends. That's the most important. Let them try out everything.
And have their
See,
own social
the most important is those parents. They have to let go. Okay, let go. They can learn, although you need sometimes many times to guide him in certain things. If you need to teach many times, so you just repeat and do it again and again. I would say many times. People asking me how many times, I say you have to guide him. You see, because a lot of times he couldn't remember, so maybe until one day we found that he got it. He understands what you're telling him. So success really, isn't it? So I think not to give up, but to be patient. To be patient and love. Patient and love. You want to love them. You see, frankly speaking, we are not able to take care of him forever. One day, I will leave him, definitely. So the most important now, we start early as possible to train him to be more independent, and don't be afraid to let them try. If they couldn't make it or not successful, keep repeating. I believe one day you will see the miracle in them.
But also the difference now I can see is that compared to last time, I can see that actually there are more support group out there, as well as also a lot of NGOs in school that is able to help kids, children with autism, to start early in early intervention programs. So I would say that parents nowadays, they have a lot more resources than we have in the past. So now it's like when your child is diagnosed with autism, it's no longer like a death sentence. Yes, it's because so many resources are available for you to choose from.
So first of all, we have to know what happens to our kids.
Yes.
We have to accept them, and look for help.
The correct help as well.
Maybe it's just a different journey for them.
Yes, because now there are so many, some of them they even have like a group, that they can play bowling or like other sports together. So
Even Clarance have a
yes.
group of special friends.
Yeah, differently able friends.
Able friends. So every week they are having fun together. Now even online they have playing
They have
games
online
online.
meeting, hang out. Yeah,
Yes, it's performing for them also. They are taking turns to perform. You see, to show their talent and skills.
Their social life.
Yes. So I can see that I'm very happy to see that the society is going towards a positive direction. To that means other than just awareness, now they are moving towards including and accepting them into our circles. So it's also important that parents allow their children with autism to just mix around with friends, mix around with different people. Yeah, because they can be very happy and they can learn a lot from their experience. They can, they can form their thoughts. They can have their own opinion. Yeah, so I think it's very important for them. It's important for family members to respect their opinions and not just okay, you do this, you do that.
Let them decide.
Yeah, let them decide. Oh, what do you want to wear today? How do you feel today? What do you want to do today?
Yes.
I think it's good, rather than just giving instructions. It's good to give, ask them questions so that they can learn how to answer and to think for themselves. It's very
Have their
important.
own
Yes,
opinion.
critical
Yes.
thinking.
Yes.
Maybe Joyce, you want to share with us some tips like how do you help Clarence on his performance while going outside or overseas, let him calm down before
I would like to really thank the Direct Malaysia for giving Clarence these 2 years a lot of support by giving him a lot of
For the essential oil.
it's very
Baby.
very precious.
Show your
precious essential oil. So it really helps him a lot. You see, so you can see the difference with him now. He can be more calm, he can sit longer. So actually, it really helps him a lot. Yeah. So because sometimes he's not able to talk, he's not able to release his anger or things like that because we always telling him, oh, cannot, why are you behaving like that? Clarence, what maybe Jay want to ask which Doterra you like?
Which essential oil you like the most?
Tangerine,
Why?
because I like tangerine because it has a refreshing and happy aroma to energize and uplift my mood.
Oh, okay. So uplift your mood, yeah.
So can you show me how do you use it?
How you normally open
Okay.
the bottle.
Yeah.
Some more.
Place 1 to 2
Place
drops.
1 to 2 drops.
Okay, come put at your.
Normally.
Okay, and then
And the rub,
right,
right?
you stay. You rub it.
Okay, then.
And then
You inhale it, is it?
inhale
Yeah,
it
inhale
inside.
for how many seconds?
30 seconds.
Yeah.
30 seconds. You see, this is what usually he did.
Yeah, Clarence is doing great on this.
Yes. And also before his performance, it really is very important for him to
To just calm
calm down and ready for the show. During performance, you use what, Clarence? You like to use which essential oil? Performance. Before performance, which one? Which one?
Is it lavender?
Yes.
So
Lavender.
right?
Okay.
I can show the camera.
This one. So we bring this overseas whenever like he has performance. Overseas and always.
Go overseas.
Yeah, you
To
really
what?
love
Like our
it.
session.
Before his performance, normally use the lavender.
Maybe you will just do it then
Rub,
just
yes.
inhale.
And then relax, calm. So he will choose the essential oil he likes, and then he do that. Okay, and of course, he diffuse it every night so that he can have a very good sleep. That's why I would say, wonderful.
I can see also that his meltdown tendency has significantly reduced. Yeah, because meltdown is like it's not tantrum, right? Like sometimes you always see like certain children with autism, they act out in public. That's not throwing tantrum. That is meltdown. Tantrum is like like angry outbursts. Like they do it because they want something from their parents. But meltdowns happen because maybe they feel overwhelmed with sensory or emotional overload, or they just feel anxious about an uncomfortable environment. So how doTERRA has helped him to reduce the meltdown tendency is because he has finally found a way for him to reduce his stress in like unpredictable environment. Then he'll know, okay, I need to take out my essential oil and just breathe, then I can calm down.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
aroma
So
helps you.
so we can see that this is a significant difference that we've seen over the past 2 years.
And of course, he's using the also the skincare. Even the skincare using for
The facial.
facial. Then he learns how to from this. I taught him step by step how to take care of his skin. So I think it's important for them to learn how to, as just like a normal person, how to keep themselves clean and hygiene,
Yes.
even taking care of their appearance.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we are using the doTERRA skincare too for his skincare as a skincare, and the just now I'm letting him using
Yeah, the
this
hand lotion.
hand lotion.
Rose
Yeah,
hand lotion.
this hand lotion is beside his bed, so every night he's using it for his to protect his hand.
So the essential oil really helps him.
Yes, essential oil. I mean, I would say it's like it's helping doTERRA Malaysia. I mean, the products, the essential oils, or the skincare, or even the hair care, all the products is actually taking care of Clarence's well-being.
Yes.
So his lifestyle has changed. So I really felt very grateful.
Yeah.
Thank you, doTERRA. Yes, thank you, doTERRA.
Thank you, doTERRA.
Yes.
So from the observation, which essential oil do you think that really helped Clarence to calm his feeling like nervous, anxiety?
I think is the lavender. Yeah, because the smell of it is very soothing. So he can usually he goes for performance. He uses the lavender. Yeah, but I would like to say another essential oil is peppermint. The peppermint. Yeah, the peppermint. I think because from small he has kind of like always sinus problem. So he used that, and when he's like not well.
Yeah.
So I think it's really effective.
So
But-
he diffused it.
He diffused it by himself.
Yeah.
So even it's but these 2 years after using the essential oil, you can see the difference with him. You see now he's like no more
Yeah.
having this sinus problem. Yeah. So I think it really helps him a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I would say actually all the essential oil
It's
so
very
it's really good, wonderful. He's using all of them.
He's using all of them.
Yeah. So will you choose for him or he will choose by himself? Which do you use?
He picked by himself.
Yeah, he picked by himself.
He picked by himself, and depends on his
Mood,
his mood.
yes.
feeling.
Yeah,
But he used every day.
Every day.
Yes, every night, every day. Then just up to him. Then he will just automatically on the radio. Then diffuse the
and he will on those like
classical music. Yeah.
classical music, and then
Then with doTERRA.
doTERRA diffuser.
Then okay,
he
let's
let
Oh,
enjoy.
very enjoy.
very enjoy, very nice, cozy one. His room.
So he really enjoyed the oil.
Yeah, it has become a part of his lifestyle.
Yeah, I think the essential oil really can help on our emotion health.
Yeah.
Especially kids like that.
Even like us, like myself, when I walking or having a heavy task, I will always diffuse those essential oil. Yeah,
Yeah, I think it's actually better.
yeah, to calm myself, the
To
feeling.
work better.
Yeah, to work better.
Energizes.
Oh yeah. So thank you, Joyce.
Thank you so much.
And Clarence.
Thank you, Joyce.
And thank you,
Thank you,
doTERRA Malaysia. Thank you for having us today to
thanks
share
for
with
having
everyone about autism.
I really hope this video will really increase the awareness
I definitely
Yeah.
really hope that.
and also the acceptance is
True.
very important, right?
True.
Yeah.
So lastly, I think I would like to, I hope more people, more corporates, they can be like doTERRA Malaysia, you see, to show your love and care for the ASD people, autism people. Thank you.
Yes, and
They
for
can
me-
support them. Yeah, thanks.
And for me, I also want to say is that I hope that autism awareness and acceptance does not only happen in the month of April. I hope that it can become, like an everyday thing. Yes, acceptance and awareness happens every day, and it's not just during Autism Month in April. Yes.
So last but not least, let us enjoy the parents' performance that he present to us in our last event.
Wow.
Enjoy!
Enjoy.
hope you enjoy my performance today. And thank you, Dotella. I love you. God bless you.